What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back again to another episode of your twins, the OSEKO twins. It is your boy Lamek OSEKO. Brian OSEKO is on the other side. I don't know what he's doing. And guys, today we are having a dinner session. And we decided today we didn't do a video earlier on, so we've been a bit held up, but we were like, at the end of the day we have to do one video, so we're gonna be doing a yapping session as we eat. So guys, we're gonna be eating, this is beef and ugali. We haven't brought our table back, guys.
Yeah.
So our table, we are still paying for it little by little, so hopefully we can be able to get our table back in a few days. So we didn't have like the whole entire money to pay it upfront, so we've been paying a little by little.
So from here now, what's our next plan? Because we told people that we couldn't, live in the village because we don't want to live a simple life. But we are here in the city. What's next? We told people we want to travel the world. What's your dream destination?
Somewhere in Rio de Janeiro. But like, I feel like we have short-term plans and long-term plans, right? So like for now, our short-term plan is to ensure our YouTube page has like at least 10,000 subscribers, a good community. Of course, right now we have a good community,
but a bigger community.
But we want to have a bigger community and a bigger engagement. That's our short-term plan. And then after that, we will start now traveling all over in Kenya. Right now we are just dealing with our home and Nairobi city, our home and our city area, our house in the city. But we soon enough want to travel Kenya. We take you to the coastal region, we take you to the semi-arid areas of Kenya, we take you to the like up countryside of Kenya. And then most of the villages in Kenya, we take you to the lakes. We show you how our village people live in the countryside, And then we're gonna be now traveling to the other sides of East Africa. We go to South Africa, we go to Nigeria, and then now we can go to Asia, we go to Europe, we come to America. Those are the long-term plans now. And then we don't know where we're gonna be settling at. Like, we are still young, we don't have a family, we don't have kids. So we have a lot, we have time on our side.
Yeah, but we always wanted to go to the States, but then because of the visas, it was really tough for us.
True.
Yeah, but States was one of those places that we really wanted to go, even start our life there.
Yeah, we always wanted to move to America, to start our life over there. But like, we came to realize it's not that easy like we thought. Especially they don't give out like the visas, so we were like, since they don't give out the visas easily, let's do what we can achieve at the moment.
Yeah, the reason we wanted to go to the States is because we saw there are many opportunities over there, especially people like us, content creators. The entertainment industry in Kenya still is so young. We are like 10 years behind those first world countries, still in the entertainment. Still at this moment, when we are back in the village, uploading videos is very tough for us. Because of lack of internet connectivity, things of that nature. Also, even if you make it in the entertainment industry in Kenya, even if you become the biggest content creator, like for example, if I look at the content creators in Kenya, I can say Ayamaro is the one person that maybe has really made it, and the reason he has made it is because he has been out there for a long time. So local content creators is very tough for them. So that's the reason we really wanted to find somewhere that it's quite easier.
Yeah, also because we'll see like most of our people who watch us also from the States, so it's easier for us to communicate, to connect. But like for now, what we want to do this coming week, we want to go visit our sister. She's in the coastal region of Kenya. She's in Mombasa. Mombasa is the coastal region of Kenya. Her nephew has a birthday, turning 2 years old. Imagine this kid is turning 2 years.
I just remember, were you there when she was given birth?
Yeah, I remember when my sister gave birth.
Yeah.
That evening,
Yeah.
we were at the shop, and then my sister went and gave birth. Then we went to pick her.
Yeah, it's
Now,
just the other day, and it's already 2 years.
so we'll be going there to visit her. We celebrate her birthday with her, and then once we go visit her, next off we shall be going back to the village now.
Yeah.
We go do so many videos at the village because I feel like we haven't exhausted our village, and we also are now missing mom, our calf.
Godfather.
Yeah, it's been a minute since we saw Godfather, so like we're gonna be going to see Godfather.
What do you think about that name, Godfather?
It's a cool name.
It's a cool name. Have you watched that movie called Godfather?
Yeah,
The
watched
movie.
the movie.
Yeah.
I watched it back in 2021.
Yeah, such a nice name. It's called a calf. So there's someone on Instagram I was seeing. He lives with his cow in the house. They eat together. They do everything together. So guys, that's gonna be us and Godfather once we go back to the village.
Yeah.
For those who don't know who Godfather is, watch our previous videos.
Also, guys, right now when we go to the village, it's gonna be like a weeding season for our maize. You know, our maize has now grown to the level where they need weeding. So we're gonna be weeding with you guys, doing the videos. We do all the weeding.
Yeah,
it's gonna be an amazing few days at the village.
We wanna do more in the village, going to fish in the river.
Yeah,
there are those things that we did.
Yeah,
that's now that I've been in the city. We've been in the city for a few days. We start missing them.
Yeah. Eating a goat's head.
Yeah. Although I noticed many people were scared of that video. I don't know why. Why do you guys feel scared by us eating a goat's head? Is it because many people don't actually eat goats?
No, it's the stigma of seeing something dead. While it's, I don't know, it's like,
but
there's that stigma.
Because it's pretty similar to you going and getting those big fish, killing them.
You know, it's a head.
Oh, it's a head.
Like, it's, you know, okay, a goat's head, it's like, it gives you like a human's head. You know, there's that close relationship.
Yeah.
So it's like you saw someone's head just thrown somewhere,
and then they roast it for you.
So me, I totally understand them, but for us, it's normal because we've been doing this for the longest, you know.
Yeah.
Guys,
but even us, remember the first time that we ate the goat's head, we were a bit scared.
Yeah, we were a bit.
But then once you eat it for a longer period of time, you get used to it.
Let me bring water, guys. I'm coming.
2 glasses, please. So, guys, in the next few days, like we told you, we'll be going to the coastal region. We'll be showing you as we swim in the Indian Ocean. So, guys, there are those who know us for a longer time now, and you know that we had another YouTube. So on the other YouTube, we had done more than 1,000 videos, guys. So we had gone to the coastal region, you know, showing as we swim in the coast. We had done a lot of things, guys. But now that this is another new YouTube, we'll be doing the same thing again, guys. And again, we expect to do more collaborations with people. So if there's someone who is watching and maybe they are a content creator, whether you are a local content creator or an international content creator, and you are consistent also on your page, then we'll be happy to collaborate. Yeah, we'll be happy to collaborate.
Also, when we go back home, there are some things we need to do. Like our mom's compound, there's a lot that needs to be done, like fencing it.
Yeah.
Like our compound is so open.
Yeah.
So
guys,
you're weak. Brian is becoming weak day by day.
That almost shocked me.
So we'll be
trying to fence that compound.
Yeah, that's something we need to work on.
Yeah.
Because also like when mom she likes having chicken. So when she has chicken, she doesn't like a chicken like other chicken from the neighborhoods to come to her compound. Because sometimes guys the chicken like if a disease comes and the chicks like they interact with other chicken. If one is sick, all of them are gonna
be sick.
Yeah.
So it's not recording well. It's on the coach. It doesn't show.
Okay.
So guys, that's a project that we'll be doing. Also guys, we are thinking of building a villa, a big house, but we don't have a single dollar at the moment. But we have the dreams, we just don't have the money.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I've always
I'm full.
Yeah, always saying, if you have the vision, and you can dream about it, then you can make it happen.
Yeah.
So even a villa, if we wanna build a villa, it doesn't matter if we don't have money at the moment. As long as we have the vision, and we are working towards it, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, but why are you running? Why are you jumping? You have a tree house that we haven't even finished.
That tree house in the village.
What's the rush?
I heard that there were kids who were playing in that compound. So we'll be dealing with some people once we get to the village.
Yeah, so the tree house. Guys, have you seen the tree house? We'll be working with
it. That tree house looks simple, but actually building it took a lot of effort. Yeah, many days as well. It took us like a week. Because first of all, that tree, we had to cut off the branches. Then after cutting off the branches, we had to bring new trees that we were gonna be using to build it. That's also another process, because those trees we are going to get them. We are going to get them from some other place. And then there was the work of now getting iron sheets. If you guys saw it, you noticed those iron sheets weren't new, so that we had to find them. Then also there are things like nails, and the manpower also was a lot. So most of the work I did it together with my friend. Yeah.
So what's your plan with the tree house?
The tree house, I wanna marry and bring a girlfriend. I wanna go home with my girlfriend. I wanna get a girlfriend and take her there. I want to actually have a wedding in that tree house. I don't know whether you will
have you heard about Brian? When he's doing his projects, he never thinks about me. He's always thinking about outsiders, guys. And when I do something like that, he will be complaining the whole day.
But you haven't had my whole plan.
No. There's no plan. If you did put me first, there's no plan there.
Am I gonna marry you?
Of course not, but
so I have to plan for the future. So I was saying,
there's nothing. You will be just.
You have your, it's a 2-bedroom apartment. It's a penthouse. So you have your room. Then we also have our room.
Are you marrying? Are you marrying tomorrow?
No, I'm not.
Then I should have been the first person you were talking about. Guys, Brian, when I do something and I don't put Brian first, he will cry the entire video. But for him, look at him now.
So that shows that every human being thinks about themselves first. But yeah, that treehouse, it was a nice experience also trying to build. I actually enjoyed at the time that I was in the village. I did things that I never imagined I would do. Hunting. We were watching that video today. Running in the bushes. It's not easy because you can be scared. Then things also, even that goat's head, to some people it's scary. But the other day I was in a well, 50 meters down in a well.
That was scary.
That was also very scary. And it was on a rainy season, so the walls were very slippery. But
Guys, have you been watching those videos?
All of those videos, they're nice videos. We faced our fears in the village. It was also very interesting. Actually we haven't talked about those things that we did in the village, but they were actually nice. Facing your fears, especially that one of climbing down the well.
That was scary.
That was but you are scared before you start doing it, but once you are on your way down, it's just another
you are like
the fear of the unknown.
What's the worst that can happen?
But once you start going down, it's pretty easy. Also, one other thing that I enjoyed a lot was fishing. Fishing was actually nice. Now there's the first one that we were fishing using a net. That was the best. That was the best because we walked like 2 kilometers in the water. In some places we could sink in the water. So we could almost drown.
It gives me a nostalgia of the feeling when we were younger, because those things we used to do them when we were younger, going swimming, fishing. The fact that now we are able to do them again now at our old age. We are not so old, but it's something really nice, by the way, because I know some people, they don't get to do all these activities as we are in a blessed position to do these kind of things.
Also, I think swimming in the river was among the best.
Yes,
you also were there. We did it. Some people say that water is dirty, but for me, we've been swimming in that river since we were young.
It could be dirty, but for us, it's something like, because we were born, we saw people doing it, and then we also started doing it, and now we've been doing it our entire life. So I guess for us it's normal, but for someone, I could understand why someone thinks it's weird, but for us...
But I don't think it's really dirty. The only time that it gets dirty, it's when it rains and then water sweeps soil into the river. Then the water turns more brown. That's the time it's maybe dirty. But for the most time...
But which water is clean anyways?
There's no water that is clean.
Animals die in water.
In the ocean.
People, animals do everything in water. People die in water. Which water is clean anyways?
So you see, the time we went to Nyabohanse and came back, that water had, the rain had rained so much that the water flew into the fields.
For real?
Yeah. Once I went to the village, I was like, the first video I'm gonna do is me in the river, because those videos generate a lot of views. So once I got to the river, that water was so much.
You couldn't?
I couldn't.
Like, I'm not imagining right now, because the rains that have been raining in the recent past have been so much.
It's crazy. But that's our friend, the guy who was recording our videos, that guy that we were cooking the head with, he was swimming in that water. Even I could, but then I haven't been swimming for a long time. The experience is not as much today.
But again, at times it's scary, by the way. I wouldn't advise someone to swim in that like heavy and huge stream, huge waves. It's not... It's risky, by the way.
Yeah, it's very risky. So there is so now that boy from the village, he was telling me, because he's seen us go to the Indian Ocean for a long time, swimming in the Indian Ocean. Then he was like, if someone left him in the middle of the Indian Ocean, that he has skills to be able to swim to the...
No way.
I was like, you don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know how huge the Indian Ocean is.
Yeah, and you don't know how you don't know how fast human beings get tired of swimming.
Even if you have those skills, you can't.
The waves are too much.
Even if there's no waves, you can't, because you will be tired.
You'll be tired quick fast.
So unless you are really skilled, and then the waves are not so big, and then they'll push you to the shore. If you have good skills,
by the time you get to the shore, you'll be dead. But you remember, like, even when when we were in the village, when we were younger, so a kid from the city came to the village and he was trying to swim in that water. That water was a lot, and she died.
Man, I remember.
That girl was very pretty.
Yeah, I remember.
She was from the city and then she came to the village. I think she must have seen kids swimming, and then she also tried.
You know what? I even heard it was other kids who pushed her, like the one you were psyching each other.
Oh, they pushed her
to also swim. You know, when we are swimming group, yeah, everyone is like, why can't you swim? Let's swim, and then she jumped and then the water took her.
Imagine now I heard the reason why people die in the river. Now when you are swimming and that water is a lot, it pushes you into stones. Once a stone hits one of your joints, you can't swim. No, you can't. Even if you are an expert, once a stone hits one of your a joint, especially on the knee, that's the end. You can't. Yeah, because that's how you swim in the village. So if it hits you here, and then maybe another stone hits you from maybe a hand, now your case is lost.
Every time, you know, that was like almost 10 years ago, because we were not even 10 years
15 ago, because like we were in primary school.
Every time I remember that thing, I usually feel bad because.
So guys, how it happened? Our school. I showed our school where we went in primary school. So that school is close to a river. So we were playing soccer in a field, and then we see a girl being carried by the water. At first we think this girl is swimming. Then this water sweeps the girl to like inside trees, because the water had overflown from the river to the trees. And that's how we realized that this girl is dead. It was so bad.
Yeah.
Then a few hours later, we see people coming all the way from a distance, that they are looking for someone who had been taken by the water.
You know, the water had been pushing her for like more than 5 kilometers, because it was from Nyamache.
Yeah, more than 5-6 kilometers.
Also, I feel like since then, you know, back then people used to be fetched away with water, but nowadays not a lot.
Even nowadays it does happen. It's just that we are not in the village a lot.
It does
a lot. There's no time that the levels of water will be high and then no one gets swept away.
But I feel like nowadays the water never breaks its banks as it used to do back then. I feel like nowadays
it's not as often, but it does happen.
Isn't that global effects of global warming? Even the water levels are going low.
Yeah. So when I went to the village, I was telling you, I think, this story. The water level in that river was almost drying up. I swear to God. I was saying to myself that if this drought continues for like another 1 year, then there wouldn't be water.
This thing recording? Yeah.
There wouldn't be water in that river completely. And remember, that river of ours, guys, it has never dried since we were born, since our father was born, our grandfather. So it was going to be. But then a 2 months later, rain had come and the water had overflowed into like fields. So I don't know. I can't call it global warming. It's just climate change.
But like,
you know, climate changes every time.
But like, back then, like every season,
I think it's just because you have memories of yourself swimming. That's why you think it used to happen. Like,
but it's true. Like, water, like it used to break banks a lot. Nowadays, even if it breaks, it's not a lot like it used to. Yeah. And even if it breaks,
it breaks like for 2 days, because like that time I went to the village, the water had overflown into fields. It had broken the banks like 2-3 days. Then it went back to normal.
But back then it could even take like a lot of days.
Yeah, even a week or 2 weeks. So guys, we don't want to talk much, because also we want you to enjoy a short video for now. Then tomorrow I don't know what's for tomorrow, but we shall see.
Yeah, but just to tell you what's our plan, we really have a lot of plans. But you know, again, sometimes you can have plans which you are not even gonna achieve. You know, sometimes you plan but then things happen.
God.
But we always pray to God and let him guide us. But for now, I think like we really want to travel the world. That's like show you guys around the world. That is like our plan.
Yeah, and for us guys, we want to travel the world, but we want to base in He knows he want this gentleman, guys. He knows all the states from the west coast to the east coast. If I ask,
But it's because I'm a stream.
guys, this gentleman, he probably knows many towns in America than even Americans.
No, it's because
American,
it's because I'm a streamer.
yeah.
Now I get people from every state. So
yeah, we are also more interested.
Yeah.
You know, we the moment you are interested in a place, then you get to know the place.
yeah.
As well, you said we stream, so we get people from all over. People watching us from America. For some reason, it has always been easy for us to connect with people from America. I don't know why.
I don't know too.
Yeah,
maybe
because
it's a sign.
It's a sign, guys, that we are coming. Anyways, guys, bye. We don't have much to say. So also people from Europe, we want people to start watching us. So we'll be doing maybe marketing or something.
Yeah, I'm busy eating, guys.
Bye.
I love much.